Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic Imperial Agent. Sorry for no pre-show music. I'm kind of running a little bit behind tonight, and there was some sort of patch or upgrade to the game that apparently released today that I was not in the know about, so they had to do the whole patch install and all that. But we are still in Chapter 3, The Hidden Masters. We are still on Belsavis. And we have a new companion, Scorpio, the homicidal robot, who looks very much like the lady from Metropolis. She's got a really cool design to her, too. Alright. Well, in terms of the stuff that we need to do currently, we need to go ahead and get off of this rock. We need to report to Commander Callum on the space station. We need to return to the rendezvous. Hope she makes best friends with the ship droid. Yes, indeed. And hey, Kath, welcome. And there was something else we needed to do. We needed to go to the Rakata mine trap and turn that mission in as well. Get some weaponry. And then we have a handy-dandy item here that's going to teleport us back right to the rendezvous point so we don't have to do a whole lot of backtracking. And I have a feeling that Scorpio is probably going to kill them all before we get an opportunity to. Guess we'll have to go ahead and see. Kind of see what's what her intentions are. She's kind of on a walkabout with us. Now, let's see what this guy, the vengeful one, has to say. The breeder's creations have paid for their master's transgression. The ground is awash with their blood. You have carried out my vengeance well.
What happens now?
There is no more killing to be done. I am satisfied with my revenge. You have fulfilled your end of our bargain. Claim your reward and I will have fulfilled mine. The need for vengeance is over, and I am the vengeful one no more. Okay. I was promised weapons. Ooh, okay, never mind. We did get weapons. Maybe. Terror in the... Nope. The vengeful one was also a liar. Contemptible, horrible liar. Ah, well. It is what it is. Now, the question is, now that we head back to the rendezvous, should we go ahead and get into our Imperial uniform, or should we still stay undercover? I'm kind of curious what we should do there. What do you think, Kath? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything else that we can do. I think it was just kind of a one and done type of thing. It's alright though. No worries. Should we go ahead and stay in our undercover gear, or should we rock out the Imperial whites? Just kind of a, hello friends. Stay undercover and see how it plays out. Yeah. They probably wouldn't ask any questions either, except they probably will ask questions about Scorpio here. Because we do know we're going to kill them, or at least the one who tried to swerve us. Look at them all in one nice little grouping.
I'm not going back to the exchange. I'm going freelance. Come with.
Don't bother with the alien. Stick by Ota and me. We'll treat you right.
No thanks.
Their deaths will be perfunctory, albeit understandable. Finish here quickly.
Is that?
Careful, darling. Ain't this something? Pulled off the plan even Big Brother couldn't manage. How'd it go down there?
Cleaned out the place. No one will be using the mega security ward for a while.
That's real nice. Real proud of you, but our plan got you through hell and back. Now it's time we got our share.
The Empire will reward you. You're free to leave, and idiots attack them. Okay, Kath. Dark side tendencies aside, I don't know. I kind of want to just kill him. Does that make sense? But I also have the gray option, which is, hey, you're free to leave. But yeah, they are idiots.
Here's what I owe you.
You're dead, you son of a sow!
Rude. Alrighty. Well, you had to be all rude. Be all big and bad. And now you're gonna die. Oh, and you were last. Excellent. And where's Scorpio? Okay. Scorpio just left me hanging. Yeah, it's a few less mercenaries for Galactic cleanup, and like we saw, they were going to swerve us. We were able to talk them out of it, but just the fact that they were going to do that to us. That is pretty much all I needed to know. Now then, I think that concludes our business here. Let's head back to the Imperial Lodgement. And remember, the commander's on the space station, so... And I think the game still thinks we're in combat. There we go. Just had to finish up. Where did she go, actually? I'm kind of curious. Companion, Scorpio. Eh, she's still here. Summon this crew member.
Survive.
Yeah, you get to healing me, please. Head to the Belsavis orbital station. Wait. Now, where's the commander? And actually, now that we are done with this, I do like her ditching you when combat happens. Yeah, we need to address that here eventually. Imperial Medical Service. Do we have anything that we can sell, repair, and such?
Please use all products only as intended.
Yes, indeed.
Be well.
Welcome, Agent. I wanted to personally commend your performance. The Dreadmasters are safe. In freeing them, you have truly accomplished the Emperor's vision.
Prison security is never perfect. Infiltration simply requires the proper touch.
I will take your word for it, Agent. It goes without saying that all events on Belsavis are strictly confidential, especially those pertaining to the Eshkar. But enough formalities. With the Dreadmasters freed, the galaxy will know fear once more. The Emperor thanks you for everything.
I'm sure he does. And unleash Targeter's headgear.
Survive.
And we've just hit level 54. That gives us a new combat proficiency. Ooh. We have got escape plan, jarring strike, evasive screen. I took evasive imperative because that's one of the best ones. Countermeasures purges all movement impairing effects when activated. Actually, I think we should go ahead and use escape plan. Reduces cooldown of escape by 30 seconds and shield probe by 5 seconds and infiltrate by 60. We'll commit those. Do we have any nifty abilities to learn? Nope. Apparently that was all she wrote. Yeah, no worries. let's get back to the ship and probably have a chat with all the crew, I would assume. And also look at our funds and see if we can get any more upgrades for our lovely ship so we can actually do those space missions. Because that's really going to bug me. But we do have a name. We have a name for the organization, the Star Cabal. The Star Wars Illuminati. And looks like everyone wants to have a chat, or at least some folks do. Guess we'll talk to Vector. Oh, actually, Vector's the only one who wants to have a chat.
You wanted something, Vector?
We do not neglect our duties. We are Dawn Herald. We do this for the Nest.
Okay.
We've had another request from Fulner Eth, our ally inside the diplomatic service. We need to take a short leave.
I heard you talking to the emissaries of the Nest. Is everything all right?
Everything's fine. The distance from our kin is unusual and causes rifts. Fulner's stock is rising, but he needs further acclaim before he can push for a Killik Imperial alliance. He's asked us to visit a former Republic governor named Yogana Thanoth and win his cooperation by turning him into a joiner.
Oh, wow.
Give me the details on Thanoth. Who is this man and what makes him important?
Formerly of Ord Mantell, possessed of quite a few secrets the diplomatic service could make use of. The joining should be a gift, but we will find a way.
Oh. I don't want you joining him for light side points. Just make it fast. Do what you have to do.
Whatever you decide, I'll back you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Just have to probably clean up your mess a little bit later. Is it later?
You're back. Did you find your man?
Oh, Lord.
We spoke to the Republic governor. If you'll join us, we'll report the details to Fulner Eth.
Oh, he was a Republic governor. That's funny. That's one way to recruit.
My friends, it's been too long.
Fulner, we assume you've heard from Thanoth.
He contacted me from an Imperial transport. Apparently we promised to work with him. Not what I requested, but the service can make do.
There was no need to make him a joiner when he was amenable to discussion.
Oh. Vector was able to convince him without having him joining the Great Link.
Your reputation in the diplomatic service is secure. Now, about our request.
You kept your promise. Thanoth's assistance resulted in my promotion. I will keep my promise to you. Some important people are waiting, Vector. They're very interested in a potential Killik alliance.
You arranged this?
As soon as I knew we could work together. Check the data I'm streaming to your main console.
Thank you, Fulner. Excuse us a moment, Agent.
Sure. Are we having a chat now?
It's like talking to a bug wearing a man's skin. I don't know how you stand it.
I don't understand. You helped him.
We're practical people, and we take the tools we're given. But those creatures are anathema to everything the Empire stands for. There's no place for great men in a hive mind. Only animal instinct. I'll be relieved when you people finish this scheme and get rid of the colony for good.
That's foreboding.
Agent, they listened. They don't understand yet, but they listened. The diplomatic service has requested my aid and wants to initiate relations with the colony.
Oh, man. I just talked to Fulner. That's excellent news. So, did Fulner want to have the colony destroyed? Hey, Juan. Happy Turbo Laser Tuesday to you, too. Is that what Fulner had said? That he wanted to, Yeah, very Wrath of Khan. I'm kind of... the thing about it is, I could go ahead and tell him that's excellent news, but I don't trust Falner. I actually, as far as Threll is actually capable of, he trusts Vector. So we're just going to go ahead and let him know what's going on here.
Listen, Falner Earth is keeping his deal, but he's repulsed by Killix. We can't trust him.
He admits it? We always did get an odd sense from him. It's out of his hands now, though. We should watch him, but we'll be focused on the future.
Okay, that's not too terrible. And apparently the future is now.
We received a small gift from the diplomatic service in appreciation of our work with the Killix. A package of wine, meat, and breadfruit, all imported from the colony worlds. Not inexpensive, and a bit extravagant during wartime.
Check the package for listening devices. I don't need the diplomatic service spying on us.
Already done, but we'll double-check. In the meantime, you're welcome to help yourself. We may as well enjoy the taste of progress.
Hey, Oni. Neat. Foods. Food is good. Doing good. We just got out of Belsavis. We went ahead and killed our team because they expected a reward, and we gave them the only reward that treachery deserves. Okay. Now, what's our money situation looking like? Almost 250,000 credits. Not good. Not horrible. It's kind of an infiltration suit. Oh wait, that's the wrong. There we go. That actually, I don't like the look of that. We're going to go ahead and probably sell that off. And yeah. We'll take care of that a little bit later. In the meantime...
This is Cypher 9 to headquarters. Stand by for databank upload.
Watcher 3 here, standing by.
I have no loyalty to my former masters, and I will transmit my information, but the result will not save you. They planted me in Belsavis as a guardian, not as a collector of their secrets.
You were built by them, weren't you?
Assembled from machines beyond your comprehension and embedded with heuristic techniques. After approximately 150 years of service as a mindless droid, I acquired true sentience. No memory wipe commenced.
I'm receiving, sir. The data formatting is unusual, but I found a log. Visitations to the Mega Security Ward. Technology inventories. Not much on its own, but it could be a way to verify or disprove anything else we've learned.
Beg pardon?
Cypher, something hit us from the docking bay.
I shall observe your investigation with interest.
Go to your ship's airlock? Oh, okay. Where is... Wait a minute. Ship exit. Oh, that's the escape pod. Guess we're going this way. What is attacking us? Who needs a pummeling? Or at least one of the Dread Masters. Let's go ahead and... Probably need a companion here, don't I? Temple!
I hope I'm good company.
Thank you, Ensign. Buff ourselves up. And we'll stealth. Until the scene... Yeah. Okay, never mind.
Hold your fire. I am Pashon Cortez, scion of House Cortez and heir to Baron Payer, sword of the castle lands of Alderaan.
Oh dear.
Pashon?
I seek vengeance. You are responsible for my house's ruin. You, who pretended to be our ally.
Awesome. By the way, now's probably a bad time to let you know that I had relations with your mother.
I didn't turn your mother into a terrorist, and I didn't kill her. I left your father as an ally.
Listen to him, Pashon. We've known your family for a long time. We drank wine with your tutors.
You are a joiner and an abomination. You almost got away, but a friend told me how to find you. Now you die.
Oh, okay. I guess we're doing this.
Increasing combat pheromones.
You go ahead and increase those combat pheromones. Do what you gotta do. Down they go. And now comes the part where you are down. Shall we finish the job?
Your crimes are many, and your victims are gathering. We know your name, and we will come.
Isn't that sweet?
Sir, scanner's picked up blaster fire. Is everything alright?
Your security sucks.
You let an assassin simply walk on board.
He had authorization from House Thule. Apparently, we should have checked more closely.
Right.
Shallow breathing. Anything in particular you want done with him?
Take him into custody. Send him back to Alderaan. Oh no, prepare with the interrogation room. Yes.
I want him interrogated, then put on trial.
Understood, sir. Clean this up and move out.
I want some juicy intel.
The best spy I ever knew lost his anonymity at his daughter's wedding. A holocam caught him by accident. He was dead a week later. We counted 42 suspects. We'd better find your enemies soon.
Good call, Doctor. We could have gone ahead and had him killed, but right now he could have some more links to enemies on Alderaan. So we're going to go ahead and go with that for right now. By the way, I wanted to let you guys know I've been dealing with a weird,
Greetings, Master.
Oh.
You're looking fit and deadly, as always.
Have you met Scorpio? I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but I had some numbness in my left hand recently. The fingers it felt like bad TV reception, and it happened for like 2 weeks or something like that. I was getting kind of worried about it. And then I don't know if it happened when I was in the LARP fighting pit at Amicon or if it just happened while I was up there. But let me see if you guys can see it. There it is. So something burst in my hand or in my arm, and it started bruising up quite a bit. And now the numbness in my hand completely went away. So I guess I had something blocking some nerves or a pinched nerve or something. And whatever's causing that bruising on my arm had pretty much taken care of it, so that's good news. Let's go ahead and talk to the Watcher and let him know that the situation has been dealt with.
Oh, Cypher. Station security reported what happened. The conspirators know who you are. They must have your full record. And they're recruiting your enemies.
Which is interesting because then they don't have to bring out any of their agents. They can just keep on recruiting people that hate Threll. Fortunately, I don't think I've left a whole lot of enemies alive.
They want to make my life difficult. I can't stop them. We need to stay on task.
Maybe. We'll try to run damage control, but Hold on. Transferring you to Keeper.
Apologies for the interruption, but we have a new lead.
Cool.
Watchers 6, 7, and 9 have been searching HoloNet records for conspirator activity. 3 billion lines of communication routing sequences and credit transfer verifications. They found traces of a holoconference held 6 months ago between Hunter and parties unknown.
Yeah, that's probably, if I start getting the numbness in my hand again, I probably will go see someone, as much as I hate to do it. I hate doctors. I don't hate doctors, I hate going to see doctors. Okay, so we have a meeting of conspirators. or conspirators.
Could he have been reporting to his superiors?
That is my hope. Unfortunately, this is only a record of the call, not the call itself. Even the Empire can't store every bit of data that crosses the holonet. A holonet archive does exist, however. The Titan Rings, a massive self-maintaining repository of all galactic communications.
The storage, the technology, the expense of something like that.
About a century ago, an entrepreneur cyberformed the Titan IV moon into an enormous databank designed to listen and record. It was operated by droids and protected by mercenary contract. Like all archives, it ran out of space. Thus, the Titan Rings, a fleet of wrecked starships salvaged for the purpose of data storage. They orbit the moon, still recording, still protected by the mercenaries.
Kind of reminds me of Mr. Universe's base from Serenity.
You said the archive was founded by an entrepreneur. Who's behind it? What's the purpose?
No one knows. Most stories credit a Hutt richer than Sin or an Alderaanian noble who bankrupted himself setting it up. According to the mercenary contract, the information is to be preserved for historical use in a few centuries' time. In other words, no one gets their hands on it.
I do really like Darth Dominion. That's probably my favorite out of all of those, I have to say, Kath. Or Darth Henry.
What's the opposition like?
Trandoshans mostly, better trained and equipped than the usual. The conspirators' recording is located in Archive Node 803A, a derelict Imperial transport ruined in the Battle of Drakenwell. Watchers 6, 7, and 9 will guide you once you're aboard. I want that conference recording, Cypher. Keep it out.
Fair enough. Unleash Targeter's Blaster Rifle. What does this look like? Yeah. Don't like it. But now we can talk to all the crew again. Except for Kaleo. And Scorpio is in here with our engine. That's not going to lead to anything pleasant. Ahem. Shoot her. She's downloading.
I've completed analysis of my restraining codes.
Yeah.
Although I cannot leave or cause you direct harm, I'm under no obligation to obey your commands.
In other words, you can't kill me, but I have to watch my back.
That is correct. I intend to proceed with my heuristic directive of self-improvement and intelligence upgrades. Cooperate willingly, and I may spare you pain when I am free.
You expect me to let you become more dangerous?
Personal evolution is my primary purpose. This self-iteration is number 973, and there will be more. Do not anger me unnecessarily.
You're neat.
I admit I'd like to see what happens when you learn.
Hope for the privilege. Perhaps you will earn it.
Maybe we will.
If you say so.
Okay. How about you, Vector?
What do you have for me?
Encouraging news. Watch.
Don Herald, forgive the message, but our emissaries were out of reach and we couldn't wait to link with you. Imperial scout ships entered colony space and made contact yesterday. We traded in Membrosia, silk, and star maps. We could smell the men's fright, but they left in peace. Perhaps you were right after all.
A long way from a signed treaty, but it's a start.
I'll take it. At least no one was eaten.
It looks like your work is paying off.
So far. We're in touch with the diplomatic service as well. There's still resistance, but we're progressing. Kilix and Imperials may share space in our lifetime.
As long as it's shared. Don't get me wrong, the Imperials don't like sharing anything, but if they joined the Empire, that would be fine. It's just... Sith don't play well with others. Doctor?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Forgive me, but as your sole medical officer, I have to point out that your eating habits have been less than satisfactory lately. Now, I'll take my share of the blame. I've been preoccupied making calls, catching up on what I've missed in the intelligence community. Still, the fact that people are trying to kill me does not excuse my neglect of your health.
Yay for the Hippocratic Oath. Do you do this to annoy me?
Any leads on the people who came after you on Balmorra?
I've identified one of the assassins as an operative for Colonel Langor, a man with ties to the Imperial Science Bureau. The Bureau is also the likely origin of the other dead men whose genetic structure had been mutated.
Yeah, I don't want
Weaponized humans.
I don't want to hear about eating habits from a guy who transforms into a ratghoul with a taste for flesh. Seems a little bit Hippocratic. Or hypocritical, to go along with the Hippocratic, rather. So we haven't heard a lot about the Imperial Science Bureau.
I've heard of the Bureau, but I don't know much about it.
Military research, organized like an insect's hive of divisions and subdivisions with their own would-be queens. Which reminds me, I'd like your permission to run some tests on Master Vector. I'm rather curious about a joiner's physiology, and Vector is keen to learn more about himself.
No hidden agenda, just scientific interest.
And a desire to help a bright young man come to terms with his new self. Believe it or not, I rather like Vector.
Dissect Vector if you have to, stay away from him. Sure, all in the name of science, if he's okay with it, of course.
If it won't cause harm, I don't have any objections.
Wonderful, I'll let him know the good news. And of course, I'll keep you apprised.
Just don't put anything in his spine. That tends to have some far-reaching consequences. Now let's go talk to the ensign.
Sir, I just had a talk with Vector. Not something I do often, but I think I'm getting used to the eyes. When I was a little girl, the only aliens I ever saw were the cussed city slaves. Now we see stranger things every day.
Hi.
You must have had a sheltered childhood.
I had the best childhood money could buy. And that includes a good shelter. Anyway, I want to get more combat practice in before tomorrow. Talk soon?
That'll do. Guess we're going to be doing some more combat training. Travel to the Titan Rings. The Titan Rings. Titan 4 is the fourth moon of a gas giant in the Gasserian system. The purpose and much of the interior has been largely replaced by databanks, power generators, maintenance tunnels, and self-repair facilities, in effect turning Titan 4 into a giant computer. Craft dinner and hot dogs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that's his business. I'm sure it's good for the Chiss, physiology. Mandalorian whiskey is a food group. Okay. Who cares where I got the Gamorrean meat from? At least I'm eating. Yeah. Just be happy that I have food on my plate. Okay, so... I really want to do space combat, but we don't have enough money. We'll travel to the rings and see what happens. Actually kind of want to see what this looks like. I'm not impressed. I guess that it might be just the ship that we need to go to. Board the Titan Rings. Got anything cool for me? Or this might be actually one of the little mini dungeons that we've seen. Mini instances. Yep, that it is. Vector, what are you doing here? Oh, you were the last person to hang out. Let us go with the ensign.
Heading out.
Here, sir.
Thank you.
This is Wretch 6 to Cipher 9. You have accessed Node 803A of the Titan Rings HoloNet archive.
Transmitting mission parameters.
This is Watcher 7. Download data fragments from assigned terminals so we may decrypt and reconstruct the conspirator communication.
This is Watcher 9. You have authorization to terminate anyone who interferes. It is our privilege to work with you.
Man, we got the full support staff here for this mission.
Do you require medical attention?
Let's go ahead and sell off this stuff because we don't need it. Unleash targeters. What about the boots? Boots look bad. I want to keep that helmet because it intrigues me. Unleash targeter's belt. Alright, I think we're in good shape now. Yeah. Yeah, we're good, we're good. How big is this? Okay, it's not as huge as it could be. Mercenary squad leader. Master duelist. Not a master of perception, though. Patrol droids, mercenary commandos. I keep on thinking about how much of a pain some of these areas would be if I was playing the sharpshooter. Intruder smasher droid. Well. Wonder if it does exactly what it says on the tin. First terminal is accessed.
Accessing first data fragment. Applying preliminary decryption algorithm.
Got the call, but make it quick. I don't want to be missed.
Hi.
93% likelihood speaker is designate Hunter.
I was hoping
Proceed
that was a
with the
live call.
operation, Cypher 9. We will continue reconstruction attempts.
Behind. Behind. Crap. Oh, we have all kinds of friends now. Okay. Well then, that's just lovely. We got some work to do. Shank the turrets. Take care of all the support, and then we'll deal with the intruder smasher. Alright, now we can give you our full undivided attention. All the dots. And Threll still feels compelled to smile and do a little chuckle. That's why I like him. Okay, not a whole lot of smashing, fortunately. I was really hoping that was a live call. Duelists are meant to swing hard and not see good. You know what? That actually defines like a bar from D&D perfect as well. Why do you miss so many spot checks? Me swing hard, not see good.
Accessing second data fragment. Modifying decryption algorithm.
This will, of course, be my final appearance at these gatherings, but the galaxy I leave behind.
Doc Drayan.
No voice print identification available. Reconstruction incomplete.
Another face. You know, I'm actually not a big fan of vegetables as a rule, but if you get me some steamed broccoli with like soy sauce mixed in, oh, I'm all over that. I like to just slather it in soy sauce and pretend that it's healthy. Because I assume it's healthier than most other stuff you could eat. Always rolled high to hit. Spot checks always sucked. That's right. I don't know if deep fried vegetables in chocolate and then soaked in alcohol. I'd give them a shot. I guess then we have to go around the other side. And this one has another hollow thing to it.
Accessing third data fragment. Attempting playback.
My sympathies. With the old man lost, the next enforcer will be difficult to train.
Ah. We killed the old man.
Experiencing data corruption. We will hope the last fragment provides redundancy.
Okay, what's coming to attack us? Patrol droids. And hopefully they do not see us. Bum 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 bum. Ha! But that's embarrassing. I do like that she just played dumb. Breaded cauliflower, and it's amazing. I love cauliflower, but you can't even taste it. I think a lot of people like the consistency of cauliflower as well. Only female in the bar tried to get me to marry him every single time. Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, it's like what Wash said in Firefly when he's talking to the Alliance interrogator. He's like, have you ever been with a warrior woman? Maybe that's the same kind of logic. Probably just grabbing at straws, though.
Accessing 4th data fragment. Splicing now.
I am here. All is ready.
The Creeper.
This is Keeper. Cypher, get out of there. Reinforcements are on the way, and there's nothing more you can do.
On my way back to the ship.
The Watchers will try to reconstruct the holoconference back at headquarters. Come to Drum and Cast as soon as possible, and we'll figure out our next move. Keep it out.
Fair enough. Use your ship to travel to Dromancas. We've got more patrol droids here. And you guys are out of luck. And looks like the other group actually despawned. Bum 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 bum. Ooh, mercenary commandos? Uh-huh. Back to Threll's apartment, where nothing bad could possibly happen. Oh look, there's... For a brief second you saw the other guy doing this little instance with us. The DM was my older brother and he finally let me kill him. Yeah, I figured that would get a bit repetitive after a while. Okay. It has been a while since we've been to Threll's apartment, hasn't it? I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and get our new orders. And if everything goes well there, we have some business here on Dromancas. We need to go ahead and go to Imperial Intelligence Headquarters. We need to see how much it's going to cost to upgrade the ship. And then we also need to check out the apartment and maybe do a little bit of decorating. Not a lot, but maybe just a little. Yeah, if you're not in on the gag, for sure. If it's more for their jollies and not the jollies of the collective group. By the way, I was wondering if maybe I need to be streaming another game here on Twitch. Because right now I'm doing 4 days of the Old Republic and then the For the Kids Friday. And I was kind of curious about this game that I saw that's supposed to be releasing, like, I think it released today. But you're basically running an old school 80s video game arcade in an animal world, which seemed very interesting to me. I forgot the name of it off the top of my head, but I'd always wanted to play an arcade simulator because arcades were a big part of my childhood. So I thought that would be kind of a cool game to kind of play around with for an hour or two on Twitch, maybe twice a week. I thought Creepy should be chasing a group of teens and their dog maybe. He has a double life. He would have gotten away with it hadn't been for those snooping rebels. And their Cath Hound, too.
What can I get for you?
Improve power conversion, grade 7 for 200
Come back
grand.
anytime.
Ugh. Not pleased with that at all. Alright. Quick travel back to intelligence. Machinations are exhausting. It's good to have a hobby. Where do you keep on finding these abandoned amusement parks here in the galaxy? Speaking of abandoned amusement parks, I would actually highly recommend anyone who has not had a chance to look up I believe the channel is called Defunct Land, or at least the series on the channel. This guy does some amazing little documentary style videos about what happened to closed theme parks or theme park attractions across the country. He does a lot of Disney stuff. It's really cool because when I was growing up as a kid, when they would do like Walt Disney Presents or something, most of this, which was the old stuff that Walt Disney himself would host, I was never a big fan of it for the most part, but when they did stuff on Disneyland and showed all the behind the scenes stuff and how the attractions were created, it made me really just fascinated with it in general. So we are heading to another part of the intelligence. But check it out when you have a chance. It's called Defunct Land. Highly recommended by the Wretch.
Utilize fractal thought pattern 27. Reanalyze.
Come in. They're reconstructing the Conspirators Holoconference now.
Anything turn up so far?
Preliminary analysis bears out our theory. The call was initiated by Hunter, somewhere in the Bremer sector 6 months ago. The recording you pulled is intact, but... Watcher 9?
Splicing and decryption complete.
Rules of the Chorus Covenant. I call this meeting to order.
Spare us the corporate posture and report.
Since you're in a hurry, Senator Varala and Representative Shuru are predictable as always.
And Commodore?
All taken care of. What about you? Those earnest Padawans keeping you up at night?
Different participants on different data streams. Processing.
Do you have Jedi?
There's Hunter. What about the others?
I don't know.
Domain is unsettled, as we expected. I must again raise the concern. Do we overplay our hand?
There is the chance it will spin out of control. Darth Angral, Darth Barris, now the children are awakening.
For each, there is a Republic counterbalance.
We're letting loose the reins, but we're not taking off their blinders. Sit back and enjoy the spectacle.
Remain silence.
To bicker. Each of us agreed to the timetable. Each of us report success in our own sphere.
Ambition must never be our master. Patience serves our noble cause best. But if our enforcer approves...
What's going...
I swear.
Then we move forward to Armageddon.
Keeper,
what?
The War Council needs you. Sir?
Oh, wow. Programming.
We have a breach. No one leaves, understood?
Yes, sir. Security and medical help is on the way.
That was very subtle, and it got creepy really fast.
What's our status?
Keeper and the others are on life support. Fixers theorized the transmission had a hidden overlay.
Right.
A code or image only a genetically enhanced mind could recognize. Designed to overwhelm and shut down the brain.
So, wow. Score 1 for natural people. Holy crap, game.
They knew it would take an enhanced mind to find the data. This was insurance against that possibility.
Losing this many analysts, forget about Keeper. It's going to be a blow to the war. I'll support you where I can, but right now I've got a few dozen field agents without handlers. Your operation.
Take care of your people, Watcher 3. I'll proceed on my own.
While you were on Belsavis, Keeper was compiling leads on the planet Voss. If you want to head there, I'll see what I can pull up. I've apprised the Minister of Intelligence. If he needs to contact you, he knows how.
I didn't know them well, but I'm sorry, sir. We'll hunt down the people who did this.
See, Temple is our friendly face. The good cop to our bad cop. I don't think that was Watcher X. I think that it kind of looked like the person that was in the archive where we found Scorpio. I don't know. But right now, pretty much all of a good portion of our Watchers and Keeper have been compromised. Which is not good. The Watchers kind of remind me of the Oracles. I think that was their name. From Minority Report. That always kind of fascinated me. That's actually one of my favorite Tom Cruise movies. I think that and Last Samurai rank pretty high up there for me. Okay, well, that was horrible. Let's go ahead and go to the auction house.
Ready for departure.
Because that's what
Enjoy
you do
your stay.
when your specific department has had a cataclysm. You go shop. Kind of release a little tension. See if we can find some level 7 ship parts. Macro binocular missions. T437 and Z13C Seeker Droid missions. I have no idea what these are. These might be some of the new stuff that's just dropped. We will ignore it for now. I want to keep on into the Imperial Agent storyline. That's where the good stuff is. PvP mission terminal. That'd be cool though if you had missions where you just like you had to get to a certain point and observe stuff with micro binoculars or send a little seeker droid to find out information. Please tell me there's cheaper grade 7 parts, because I wasted a lot of money on those grade 6s and I didn't need to. Spaceship upgrades, search. Grade 6. Let's go for the expensive stuff. Grade 7. And nothing there. Okay. Laser cannons for 15 million credits. Improved power conversion module. 298,000. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be in the cards for us, I'm afraid. Everything's at grade 6. Oh, that's a shame. Grade 7 energy shield. Boo. Alright. Well, now that we know that, let us go ahead and go to our companion... strongholds. And travel to the apartment. Maybe we'll have some... I don't think we're going to be able to grab enough money for the level 7 stuff, guys. So... If we're just doing this playthrough as a through the Imperial Agent storyline, if we're not going to move on to anything else, I don't know. Door to the garage. We can expand for 250,000. If we want to go ahead and put our speeders and such, we actually unlocked quite a few rooms the first time we were here. We got a stairway going up, though, right? Yes. We did buy this. We got the east room. And the living quarters is... yeah, we got the living quarters. East room for 40,000. South room... 40,000. West room, 40,000. Yes, we shall expand. We'll grab all of these rooms. Everyone's like, oh, I hope it's decorating time. We could have rooms for everyone on the team here, which would be kind of cool. We could have like a living room area here and quarters for most of our team. Now, we did go everywhere, right? East room, door to the main room. Yeah, here's where we could put all of our trophies and such. The only thing that I think the only thing that we haven't unlocked is the garage. Which is cool. That's very nice to see. That would cost about $250,000, which we no longer have, but it is what it is. I do want to double... Oh, wait a minute. The balcony. Of course. Forgot about the balcony. How much is the balcony? It's not telling me how much the balcony is. 1 million credits. Alright, we're not getting the balcony anytime soon. That gives us a landing port. Alright. Well, we will go ahead and start with Threll's room. Vector will need bunk beds. So, what do you guys think? I think the center room, this should be Threll's chambers. Go ahead and get a nice little view of the citadel here. And the next door rooms, let's just go ahead and be a guy here for a second and say maybe Kaleo and Temple. That could work. Let's go into edit mode. Ah! All the things. If you get the balcony, Kaleo will have the perfect spot for brooding. Yes, indeed. Okay. So, in terms of layouts, we get a small pair, medium, narrow. Now, how this actually works out, if you've never seen these before, you can change this into a lot of different things and spaces. They're the least likely to shank you in your sleep. I can't argue with that. Now, what does this do? Simple merchant's rug. Place. Oh, nope, that's my speeder. Whoops. Got a rug that really ties the room together, though. Speeder, can we pick you up? I have no idea what to do. There we go. Yeah, I don't think there's anywhere that we can actually place some of this stuff. Metal chair. What about right here? Basic metal bed. Do we have anything? We don't have a whole lot of like really good stuff, I'm afraid. We got Dr. Loken. It's going to be pretty Spartan. Because we haven't spent most of our money on this kind of stuff. This is what you would use your cartel coins on. Would be like decorations. So let's go for furniture. Let's do basic metal bed. Place that. Now, can we actually... Can we go buy good stuff? I don't know. Could you actually sleep here? I think the rain would actually be relatively soothing, to tell you the God's honest. I could see Threll splurging in his own space. Yeah, for sure. Electronic safe. Yeah, definitely would put electronic safe somewhere. Like so. And some plants. Hold on a sec. Let's hide the hooks. so we got the safe, which we can actually gather resources from. That's interesting. Let's hit Space Macy's and do some home. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. One of these upcoming streams, because this is going to be a full-time thing, we will dedicate an entire stream just to decoration. And I will go ahead and splurge on some home furnishings, and we'll make an entire night of it. How about that? Because I think that that's going to be good. I don't want to keep on dashing it through the course of the gameplay. We need to actually give it some fair attention. So we'll see what we can do with that. So we will do that here soon. In the meantime, we need to go ahead and return to the ship. So let's do that. Hey, if it's what you guys want, I will certainly attempt to do it to the best of my ability. And I actually love doing stuff like decorating my own private space. I wish you guys could have seen the space yacht that I had on Star Wars Galaxies.
I am truly honored to serve such a personage as you, Master. History will remember your name. Not mine, but definitely yours.
Okay.
Cypher, hope you don't mind my checking in. You weren't expecting any other calls?
Well, let's go ahead and play along with him.
Hunter, my good friend. Who would I rather talk to?
I'm hoping no one. I get jealous. Your visit to Mega Security Ward 23 left it in bad shape. Now do I come into your house and break your things? But you finding that holotrap? Frying your keeper's synapses? That's kind of cosmic justice.
So he knows.
I saw you meeting with some sort of council. Who were they?
Old friends of mine. You'd like them, but they're shy. Cypher, it's been fun. Playing tag, brainwashing you. Remember your keyword? But you keep coming, and we'll destroy your world. No friends, no allies, no empire left to fight for. Are you ready for that?
You're not just playing. You're really worried about me.
Who else can I whisper sweet things to? Do you know what it's like to have no identity? No one in the galaxy who can control you? It's terrifying and wonderful. If you live to see Imperial intelligence die, that's me giving you a taste of freedom.
Kind of a weird mutual respect thing between the two of them. And now everyone wants to talk again. Let's, oh, even Kaleo wants to talk. Excellent. We will talk to, Scorpio first, though.
I've learned to access your culture's holographic network. Listen. $18 trillion desperate attempts to communicate per second. I hadn't realized your species were so starved for interaction.
What have you discovered, sifting through those transmissions?
I now understand your frustrations. I look at you and see neurons fire in your brain. I scan your body and know how you taste. But you're blind, alone, and confused.
Don't taste me. It's creepy.
If you're so far beyond biological creatures, what's the point of analyzing them?
You dominate the galaxy. I am curious, and do not sleep. Our time together has provided new information and sensations. These will prove useful in a future upgrade.
I love her voice. I'd like to hear like an audio book of her just talking. Okay, Cleo, what's up? Don't hit me.
So look, Agent. I'm at the cantina last night and this Deveronian guy buys me a drink, wants to dance. I start thinking, you and me have been pretty good together, right? So that means I'm supposed to be all loyal to you.
I'm sorry, what were you doing there alone in the first place?
I need to breathe Phil sometimes. Will you just listen? I figure I don't need the temptation, but men aren't going to stop flocking to me. So something's got to change.
Okay.
First option is I dump you. I see all the men I want. Easy.
Okay.
What's the second option?
Second option is I find some better excuse to get rid of these losers. Something to wave in their face. So, you gonna get me a wedding ring or what?
Oh. She's an old-fashioned lady, isn't she?
Khalil, you really want to marry me?
I'm sticking around anyway, and like I said, seemed to make sense. So what do you say?
Oh no. No. We have seen the relationship with Khalil and the fact that she always has that self-interest. Yeah, no. So, she's going to be very disappointed, and that's going to suck. But, though I'm all for women asking to marry, yeah. But Khalil and Threll's relationship soured after what happened on Hutta, when we found out that she was doing a lot of kind of shady stuff that was actually costing the Empire money and lives, if I recall correctly. Say I love you when I'm in. I don't think Threll would do it. Remember, she's like, she'll do stuff that'll openly harm the Empire. If she thinks that's what is that? That is an inconvenience, and that's also something that could be used against Threll. So, I'm sorry, folks, but I'm going to have to break a heart here.
I don't want to hurt you, but that's not where I see this going.
Nope.
Well, can't blame me for trying. Would have sold the ring off in a week anyway.
See?
See you around, Agent.
And we still got influence gain with her. I think she appreciated that. Okay. Well, that could have gone a lot worse. What about you, Vector?
What's going on?
Agent, in our work with the diplomatic service, we find ourselves talking to people we once knew. We've been contemplating this.
Okay.
Hello, Vector. It's Honora. I don't know if you remember me, but Bryson said he thought you would, and I wanted to talk to you. I know things didn't end well, but I never forgot. You need to get out of there. Come back to Drummond Cast and we'll get you help. We can undo what the Killiks did. There are still people who care about you.
We've watched it 17 times and meditated to the static.
Now, this lady was mentioned before previously.
You two used to be a couple?
We were nearly engaged to Honora very long ago. We never considered that there are people who want us restored to what we were. But watching this, feeling nothing, we know we're no longer who we were when we loved her.
People change, even without becoming part Killik. It's part of life.
Yeah.
We think you're right. But we had to hear it from another. And we are content.
That's a really hard reality of life. Believe me, I know. Okay, that's 200 influence for Vector. We'll go talk to the doctor. More about
friend,
eating habits.
Have you noticed that the price of Dianogan tea has risen considerably since we broke the Treaty of Coruscant?
Ew.
One of the costs of war you never anticipate. And now my jamming device is working, so we can dispense with the inanities.
You're not usually this cautious. What's going on?
Thanks to a now wealthy Kubaz information broker, I've identified the people who want me dead.
Nice.
They represent an organization called Project Protean, a secret research and development group inside the Imperial Science Bureau.
Ooh, Project Protean. Maybe we'll get some red eyes that can see in the dark, maybe some claws, the ability to meld into the earth, the ability to turn into various animals, and then the ability to turn into mist. That'd be kind of awesome. If Threll was eating out of her hand, she'd find him boring. Absolutely. Very much. Threll understands the kind of person that Khalil is.
What does Protean do? And what do they want?
Protean researches practical applications of alien biology. You recall the genetically modified assassins who came after me? They're only the beginning.
Neat.
Imagine troops spliced with Abyssin genes to enhance healing, or adrenals derived from Gamorrean hormones. Most test subjects don't fare well, but you can see the potential.
By the way, if you're the Dianogan tea, there's also Dianogan pie, which is disgusting. That's the trash compactor monster from A New Hope. The ones that are all tentacles and eye stalks.
That sounds awfully like what you were doing on Taris.
There's a great deal of interdepartmental rivalry in our work, and my research does overlap with theirs. They may have targeted me in order to ensure that they have no competition, inside or outside the Empire.
Okay.
This is your operation. What's our next step?
Further study, I'm afraid. Right now, I'm unsure where the project is based or how to contact its members, but I wanted to keep you apprised. Now, about that Dianogan tea.
Phalanges. All the influences. Now, we'll talk to Temple. I guess it's time for the training session that we promised her.
Something I can help you with, Ensign?
I was hoping you could increase my security clearance, sir. At least long enough so I could know about my promotion.
What promotion are we talking about?
The top secret one, sir. I can only assume it occurred. I'm pleased to say that I finished, as best I can, putting myself through the Imperial Intelligence training regimen, save the psychological tests. With your help, I'm now almost qualified to be here. Thank you.
That's great, kid. Don't get cocky.
You're a fine operative. You should be proud.
I am proud, sir. I thought you could tell.
And 400 with Temple. Well, if she actually becomes a member of Intelligence, you know what we could do? We could have her wear Threll's old uniform. That'd be kind of a cool look for her. Travel to Voss. Okay, we shall travel to Voss. Where is Voss? Ah. Voss was first discovered only a few years ago, and the rocky, lightly forested planet remains absent from many star charts. Two distinct cultures inhabit the world, both at pre-spaceflight stage of development. The first culture, known as the Gormak, is a xenophobic and violent species that dominates most of the planet's surface. The second culture, known as the Voss, has been amenable to contact with outsiders and welcomes visitors to the mountain city of Voska. The Voss have a highly ritualistic society and are notable for their unusual aptitude with the Force. Ooh. The Republic and the Empire have sent representatives to Voska to explore the possibility of an alliance. See what I mean? Like, the Empire here isn't let's all go in guns blazing. Due to the fact that there's the Republic there, they have to butt heads on the diplomatic aspect, the diplomatic field, which is something the Galactic Empire rarely did. So let's see what this planet looks like. It said it was lightly forested.
This is Watcher 3 to Cipher 9. Things are a little chaotic without Keeper, so I need a minute to pull our files on Voss. In the meantime, I did want someone more familiar, but...
Apologies for the wait. Playing catch-up with our friends in the diplomatic service, but we think we can brief you.
I didn't realize we had an expert on board.
The diplomatic service has more experience with Voss than anyone. Certainly more than me.
We never served on Voss personally. It's a newly discovered world, home to a simple humanoid civilization. One species, one government, one city. Voss-Ka.
Primitive. They didn't even have spaceflight when we made first contact.
But they have art and laws and culture. More importantly, they have citizens who can use the Force. Not Jedi or Sith, but something different.
Ooh. I love learning about alternative Force traditions. This is the planet I was talking about the other day. I think this is the planet where you have more LGBT inclusive interactions. Oh, okay. Good to know.
You're going too fast. Tell me more about the Voss species.
Their whole culture is based on solidarity, loyalty and obedience to family, and to the edicts of the mystics.
Those are the Force sensitives, healers and fortune tellers.
We want the Voss and the mystics to ally with the Empire. The Republic is petitioning them too, yet they remain stubbornly neutral.
Of course, half the galaxy has spies there. Who wouldn't? Keeper's files clearly indicate conspirator involvement, but no names or details. All I've got are instructions for a meet.
That's a very nice reference you have there, Kath. Gonna flirt like he's in Skyfall. Okay.
I'll take the bait. What was her plan?
There's a tea house in Voskar proper. You're supposed to wait for a contact. He'll identify himself with the phrase, anew as the spring. I don't know who he is, or whether Keeper told him about the Star Cabal, but he'll know more than I do.
Assuming he's in one piece.
Assuming that, watch a 3 out.
We'll await your instructions.
Cool. Alright, so do we go ahead and take Vector in on this? It seems to be the proper thing to do here. And we have new mail. It'll be nice going to another planet that we haven't really seen in the Star Wars canon. Kind of reminds me of Dantooine a little bit, mixed with a dash of Dagobah. And a pinch of Endor. Good to see what these aliens look like. Go to Baston's tea house. Boss is also a beautiful, just a beautiful planet, if I remember right. Excellent. Well, we got about 40 minutes or so left in the stream. I'll say 45. So, I'm looking forward to seeing. Oh, what a nice cover of the Force theme. Did you guys hear that?
Please use all products only as intended.
Probably not because I talked over it, but still. That was spiffy. GT7.
Welcome to the Voss Orbital Docking Station. This facility offers state-of-the-art amenities such as a pressurized interior and radiation shielding.
State-of-the-art.
We hope you will enjoy your stay on this station, as access to the planet is strictly prohibited.
I want to speak to someone more significant.
My orders come from an Imperial Edict. You won't find anyone here willing to countermand that. The negotiations on Voss are complex, requiring subtlety, and are far too important for just any incoming transmission. My apologies. It seems Darth Seraphim requests the honor of your presence in the Imperial Embassy at Voskar at your earliest convenience.
Get out of my way, and I'll speak with him now.
Of course. The shuttle is this way. Please don't keep Darth Seraphim waiting. He's terribly important.
Emphasis on terrible. Cool. Well, let's go ahead and land down here. Get a look-see, a lay of the land. Yeah, this reminds me a lot of Dantooine. Ooh, you are right, Oni. This is very lovely. It looks familiar. Kind of reminds, kind of Lord of the Ring-ish. Or Rings-ish. Oh, there's a nice planet there in the background. That's cool. Reminds me of Gondor. Like you should see Minas Tirith, like there on the side of a mountain. And it's very, very spiffy. Well, this gives us... Oh, there's tons of other quests here, too. Nice. Hopefully we'll be able to find some vendors. Yeah, definitely. That it has kind of Elrond, not on Elrond, Rivendell with all just the yellow, like fall is here. That's kind of cool. Agent Fayen.
Copy. Assets approaching. Commencing now. Agent, the local intelligence branch would like to request your immediate assistance. We need you for an important surveillance operation. If successful, we stand to gain a wealth of intelligence on the Republic's war efforts.
Cool. Anything to help out intelligence?
In that case, I'm in.
We want you to take this audio surveillance device, locate a Republic official named Gur Antok, and engage him in conversation. We have created a cover identity that establishes you as a potential defector to the Republic. A meeting with Antok has already been arranged. The surveillance device will record everything that's said, allowing us to reproduce Antok's non-human vocal patterns and gain access to the Republic's encrypted files.
Let's get this done.
Good luck. We'll look forward to seeing you again shortly.
Neat. Well, that's one. Lord Kavaros.
You there. Hold a moment. My servant offers only platitudes about our Empire's progress here on Voss. I want the truth of things. Tell me the real state of our efforts here. Do you believe these Voss will submit themselves to us soon?
Our resources are wasted here. Bother someone else.
The locals will submit to Imperial authority. It's only a matter of time.
Then this dithering fool isn't misleading me. Interesting. Perhaps I will commit some of my own forces to our work here after all. But then you may only be saying what I want to hear. Or what someone else wants me to hear. How can I trust anything you say? You could be an agent of one of my rivals, hoping to mislead me to my ruin.
And this is why I hate Sith.
I am an officer of Imperial intelligence, not some implement for Sith rivalries.
Yeah.
Perhaps not. Leave me. I must consider my strategies further, and your presence is only a distraction.
Okay.
Come on.
Word on the street. I did not think that was going to be an actual full-on quest.
Do you require medical attention?
Alright.
Be well.
Well, let's see if there are vendors or anything about. Looks like we have trainers. If there's trainers, there's definitely vendors. Like, I understand the whole evolve and get stronger thing, but good lord, they can lay it on pretty thick. I like the architecture here. That's nice. Very Aztec-like. Actually, it seems like a hybrid of Aztec and Spanish styles, which is even a little bit of Moorish with those kind of curved battlements there on top of the towers. Interesting. I love architecture. I love how buildings are, how they look in terms of like the artistic aspects of it. And doesn't look like there's any other areas to get gear, which is a shame. We went through there. We can't go through there. That's where for bounty hunters. We have got... Oh, let's check the mail. Crap. Spam, 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 spam. And then no vendors, just a bank. How big is this planet? Okay, it's pretty decent sized. But we are right here smack dab in the center. A good place for a Sith base to be, though. For sure. Ambassador Commons. Well, there is like one big settlement here, so I guess that makes sense. The Alien Enclave. And that looks like a potential spot for a market. Yep. Speeder vendor. Stims vendor. I've got to take a look now. Level 42 mod vendor, level 48 mod vendor, level 42, level 48. I don't think I'm going to find anything higher than that unless I go back to the station, which is a shame. Probably need to go do that before it's all said and done. Specialty
I've
goods.
got good suppliers. Only the best sold here.
Eminent Supreme Informant's Vibro Knife. Oh, yeah, we definitely need to grab a legendary Vibro Knife. Yep. We will grab that, and then we can go ahead and upgrade it with all the nifty things. What does that give us? Mastery, Endurance, Accuracy Rating, Power, and Tech Power.
Feel free
Cool.
to browse.
And that puts everything at about 108. That's excellent. So already we're
Nice to see customers. Can I
doing
get you anything?
better than we were. 32. And sell that mask because we already had it. We still got the white Membrosia orb that Vector gave us all the way back at Alderaan. I hope those things don't have an expiration
Feel free to
date.
browse.
Otherwise, that's going to be a bit awkward. Investigation supplies. Interrogation probe. Deploy an interrogation probe to attempt to extract information from a shady character. Yields information more often than an investigation probe. Considered a dark side action. Friendly drink. Offer a friendly drink to a shady character to entice them to share information regarding your current bounty contact. Okay. That must be some stuff that we figure out or find a little bit later. Let's, pay and respect. Go to the tea house. Let's head over here. See what's going on. We haven't ran into any of the Voss yet. Oh, is there a bounty hunter event going on? I see.
These charges are grave. I'm bringing the proof with me to Voss, emissary. When you see it, the three will banish the Empire from the planet.
I'm afraid Jedi Master Keln is mistaken, Emissary Samaro. No such evidence can possibly exist. I am confident that the three will find that an alliance with the Empire can only benefit your people.
I await this evidence.
Insufferable idiot.
Tell him how you truly feel.
You've arrived. It's about time. No doubt you've heard some of that.
I take it you have something for me to do, my lord.
Voss must be brought into the Empire. Their obstinance was a problem before the Jedi began meddling.
We have the same hair.
Sense a great power here. Strong in the dark side. These people have powers of prophecy we have never seen before. The Empire must have this world and its secrets, and we know from experience that it cannot be taken by force.
Why is that, I wonder?
So you've already attempted force?
That incident has been smoothed over. We held enough executions to ensure that there are no further mishaps here. And now this Jedi Master appears and thinks he can sabotage all we've done.
Does he have specific claims against us?
He remains vague, which he may be using to smoke out our secrets. We must act without detection. A syndicate was hired to steal supplies from the city of Voskar. We then generously offered aid to the people in need. But the syndicate was made up of Hauk, brutish idiots who turned from saboteurs into raiders.
I wonder if we hired the syndicate.
I'll make them disappear for you, my lord.
Excellent. I knew you would not disappoint me. The syndicate's lair is in a cave system. Silence these Hauk. Report to General Roche in Fort Codentha afterward.
I do like the variety of the Sith Lords. They all have very similar kind of MOs and whatnot, but they have just enough personality between each planet to make them different in terms of how they operate. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and check the rest of the market here. Follow the road. We may go ahead and get our briefing of everything we need to do here on Voss, guys, and then I think we should go ahead and return to the space station and see what we can do about procuring some maybe level 52 upgrades, something like that. Something more appropriate to our Sith Inquisitor, to what we have in terms of our actual level. Now we gotta go speak to the enemy.
Are you Gur Antok?
Yes, and you're the one I've been waiting for. I'm honored, of course, to help you in this transition, but I must admit I'm also confused. From what little information I could gather, you serve the Empire quite well. Why change sides? Let's go ahead and butter them rolls.
I've seen how Republic people live. That's the life I want.
Of course, it must seem very appealing compared to the overbearing lifestyle that's been forced on you. You must understand my concern at your motives. This is a time of war, after all. We need to know who we can trust.
I'm here to help.
I certainly hope so. You met with me. This is the first step. You'll be contacted in the future with a location to surrender yourself. You should go now, before anyone sees us speaking. Good luck to you. Hopefully that was enough. We'll go return to the agent. That would have been so awkward, Kath, that actually happened. That's the kind of stuff a slicer would do. Just go in and, like, make a thing that if you break contact, it reestablishes contact almost immediately. So people on the other line can hear the last comments that someone makes when they think they've hung up or disconnected the line. That would be all kinds of nasty. The redder and more sinister my eyes are, the more trustworthy I am. You can trust me. That's how Chiss know they can be trusted.
I have the recording for you, Agent.
Excellent. Our technicians will begin processing the recording immediately. This intelligence could turn the tide of battles across the galaxy. We greatly appreciate your assistance in acquiring it.
Just doing my job.
It was skillfully done, to be sure. If you'll excuse me, I have a great deal to do now. Thank you again for your participation.
You're welcome. More influence with Ensign Temple. I know we probably need to grab Vector. I think we will for the purposes of the storyline. Temple will run around with us, but talking to Vector at Baston's tea house, or having Vector with us is probably going to be the smart option. And I do kind of want to explore the rest of this place. I bet there's a Republic district as well. Watch us fly right into it. Republic Captain, yep. Is this that zone? Okay, definitely a place that we don't need to be. That's cool, though. Reminds me of certain zones in World of Warcraft, where the Horde and the Alliance have to play nice, otherwise the hosting party would get a little bit upset. They're still rebels even if they don't know it yet. That's right. Sama Zo, bounty client. He wants nothing to do with me. Is that a Chiss? Nope. That is one of the Voss. The Voss look awesome. The Judicial Quarter. Oh lord, having flashbacks to Manon.
Please wait.
We have questions. We know nothing of you. Tell us the Empire's purpose here.
Ooh. To share our culture. We want to protect you. Well, keep in mind, the Chiss are, more culture-based, so...
We believe the Empire can offer your people a great deal. Power, strength, the whole galaxy.
The Empire wishes to benefit us. We did not know.
Do you know the Republic? Can you tell us about them?
Liars and hypocrites. They'll use you. Move aside. Let's just go ahead and be blunt. They'll use you.
The Republic will force your people to fight their losing war. You'll be destroyed.
Disturbing words. Very disturbing. We will trust the wisdom of the three. But thank you for your knowledge. We will remember.
Yeah, they look really cool. Level 55 Imperial Agent. Neat. Any new abilities that come with being level 55? No. And there's a cantina right down there. Okay. It's almost tea house time. Let's go... grab Vector. Well, actually, we probably need to get off the speeder bike. There we go.
Be careful, sir.
How may we assist?
Well, we'll see. Called your moms jerks.
Come in, outsider.
Whoa.
You seek the alien enclave. The way isn't always clear.
Yanaton, tea for the guest.
Which tea?
All of them, until he finds one that suits him.
All the tea. Yeah, do the female Voss look like that? Because that is sick.
I am Baston. This is my tea house. Forgive my daughter. We should start anew as the spring.
Ah.
You're very kind. Is there somewhere we can talk?
When tea is ready, host the others. This man is a friend of a good friend. I will share his time.
We'd like to see the city, if you don't mind. Maybe look up some friends in the
Thank you.
diplomatic service.
Don't worry. The family won't bother us, and no one else suspects. Living with these creatures for 5 years earns some credibility.
That's either quite a disguise or you're Voss yourself.
Our employers surgically altered me to look like the real Baston. The only way to infiltrate a closed society.
I want that surgery.
Not to know my family, raise children, kiss my wife. I don't care how exotic they look, their breath always smells like Minok dung. It's some spice in the blasted food.
Okay, well, regardless.
I'm operating on limited information. Why am I here?
My orders were to find you a lead on Albathius, a human who showed up a few years ago. Voss called him the Shining Man. Where he came from is a mystery, but it only took him 5 weeks to go from outsider to practically Voss. Went through a dozen rites to earn their respect. Knew their culture inside and out. Knew their politics. Textbook infiltration. Impossibly perfect.
You're talking past tense. What happened to him?
Just when it seems the Voss can't love him anymore, he dies in his sleep. Buried with honors. Mourned like one of them. No one's touched the case much since. So if you want to learn what the Shining Man was up to, you've got a nasty job. Start with the tomb.
All right.
What does died peacefully mean?
It means he went to his home in Voss Car one night and didn't wake up. Heart condition, they said.
Heart condition.
Tombs at the base of the mountain, holiest place a non-Voss can be interred. Predators keep the area clear these days. If you want to go in as a pilgrim, I've left clothes and instructions at a dead drop. Give me a call once you're in.
Third Ton returns at sunset.
Our family must prepare a welcome. We will speak again.
Stellar. So I guess they're compatible if he was able to make a daughter. Okay, so we have to go over there to the Syndicate lair and the Dead Drop. How does one get out of here? Let's go ahead and explore the rest of the city here. Wish you could buy those eyes on the cartel market. That would be sick. I want that surgery. Seeker's Hill. You've surveyed the entire map of Voska. The Tower of Prophecy. I guess this is where the 3 are. And the Ark of the Covenant. Just taking a look. Ooh. That is a significant looking crystal. Imperial. Oh, we're not eligible to enter at this time. Okay, so we have to come back here eventually. I knew that was the case, but I just kind of wanted to get a lay of the land. I kind of want to see what their force users look like, if they have any kind of warrior caste. It said that they were all fortune tellers and healers, but this guy looks awesome. It is, it's very Aztec. Or any of the other South American empires from way back when. Olmec, Incan. Well, let's see. Let's check out their cantina. We've checked out their tea house. And you have entered a rest zone. Jedi warriors. Are Alliance in here too? Yes, they are. So this is a bipartisan establishment. Tell me where to go, Space Olmec. Legends of the Hidden Temple. You can't interact with this vendor right now. Wait a minute. Am I Hold on. No, I think we're fine. Ancient Voss sarcophagus. A Praxan Trackmaster. Voss Shrine Sculpture.
What the Michispa?
Oh, look at that. We can make Threll look all kinds of... He looks like someone's from Stargate. Or, actually, he looks like Apocalypse from the X-Men movie. At the end of Days of Future Past. When you saw Apocalypse for the first time as a young man moving or building the pyramid. So much potential. Hey, it's one of those things. Coin has no precedent. I remember that from one of my favorite book series, The Black Company. Or coin. There was a quote. Coin has no allegiance or something to that effect. Biochem. Okay, here's all the crew skill traders. Just going to explore all the houses. See what's what. There's Voss Commandos. So there's definitely a military vibe to this. Not what I expected though. More bounty hunter stuff. Republic phase. Can we just set some charges there in that doorway? That would save time. Imperial Agent phase. Ah, we have to go in there eventually. So are we on like a giant mountain or something? Exchange Thug. Oh. The Step of Harmony. Yeah. We're on like a giant bluff. This is similar to that temple city in Rogue One. Interesting. Well, we at least have... So, we have to go to the flight point to get out of here without taking a really bad spill. Now I'm gonna... Your coin has no... Ah, boo. Basically a whole mountain. The higher you live up on it, the better your place in society. Yeah, you could have a planet that's primarily ocean. That could actually be cool. You could do a planet that's kind of a play on The Time Machine by... It was H.G. Wells or Jules Verne. I think it's Jules Verne. No, it was Wells. H.G. Wells. Where humanity has broken into two different races of people. The Enue, or Enoe, I forgot how you pronounce it, and the Morlocks below. How cool would it kind of be if you did a planet where there was one species, but they became obsessed with stature, and you have like a species that, like you were talking about, Kath, where it was the higher you lived on this mountain, the higher their station was. But below, underneath the water, they've become kind of like the Lovecraftian deep ones. And I could see like the Untouchables. Kind of like in Metropolis, since we were talking about that with Scorpio, with the workers and the high class. That'd be cool as well. So many potential ideas for campaigns and stories. And no one to play them with. Or you can, just have to go through the work of organizing it. Okie doke. Well, let's, we'll fly to the next flight point. We'll get a lay of the land. I want to play Star Wars so bad! Wookiee yell. Which I can't do right now since my throat was hurting after Hamacon. There we go. Well, we could always do that, maybe. Instead of doing any kind of new series, we could do, find some time to... Let me think on that.
Welcome.
I have,
Please select an available
I have an
travel.
idea in my head. Fort Codentha.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Oh, we're on a skyhopper. Used to bullseye womp rats on my T-16 back home. Now, the reason that Luke was such a good pilot in an X-Wing right off the bat is that the T-16 Skyhopper that he flew around Tatooine, and a lot of other young moisture farmers flew around Tatooine, such as Biggs, was because the controls on a T-16 Skyhopper, because it was made by Income, who also made the X-Wing, the T-65 X-Wing. The controls were very similar, so it was very easy for them to go ahead and adapt to the X-Wing controls. I hate him. But he saved my life, and now he won't leave me alone. Oh, that'd be creepy. Just a Wookiee sitting there watching you sleep. When would the Wookiees sleep, though? And that would even be worse. A sleep-deprived Wookiee? I call him Red Eye. These guys have their clothes out on the line. So I bet this is an actual proper Imperial base. I would assume. General Rosh. Medical service. Captain. Locate the dead drop and keeping up with appearances. Alright. Okay, you guys better be a bit more accurate than that. Oh, you are killing me, Smalls. Here, I will Last Samurai this. Come on. Our empire's doomed. Doomed! Well, you know, maybe it's a tradition. If you got an empire in your name, you have to wear helmets that obscure your vision. Luke said it best. He couldn't see a thing in that helmet. Oi. Alright, so we've got a little bit of time left in the stream. I am going to go ahead and use my emergency fleet pass here. We're going to leave Voss, head back to the Imperial Station, and see if we can get any upgrades for our stuff. Play a snooty chist that the party thinks is a drug addict, but nope, they're on suppressants to hide force sensitivity. That could be cool. I don't know if... I guess it would depend on the era. Are they commandos or future stormtroopers? Aesthetic above aim. Respect. It's not how good you are, but how good you look. Alrighty. Well, I feel thoroughly depressed. Story arc Ulam. Oh, can't do that yet. Soon though. Now strongholds and crew skills. Where does one go? I saw all of you guys before. Just have to hang out on the outer ring here. Starfighter and PvP. One of these days, I'll remember where everything is here on the Imperial Space Station, but it is not this day. And here's the sad thing. Like, this is the only, like, base now that is of this format. This has reminded me a lot of Undercity from World of Warcraft, and Undercity isn't around anymore. So now the Imperial fleet is, the only place I have that reminds me of it. Sad days. Okay, there are the trainers. More of the Seeker and Macro Binocular trainers. Or mission givers. Unassembled Peace Reclaimer. Tier 3. I am of no tiers. Maybe tier 1?
Care to take a look at our ordnance?
Negative, Ghost Rider. Level 60, level 56. Oh my god.
I've got the best hardware and the best prices.
Well, crap.
Good hunting.
56 is when we get our next upgrades, and I don't want to waste any money. Because the next one is level 52. Have I fought in Battle for Azeroth today? Actually, Oni, they opened that up to everyone, even the people who didn't pre-order. Because they consider... I was going to end the episode... Or I was going to end my World of Warcraft series on Monday. I'd recorded a nice little video where I just kind of took a tour through the Broken Isles because I figured that the Siege of Lordaeron was going to be the final spot. Or the final, or the first part of Battle for Azeroth, so I wasn't going to do it, but apparently they still they consider it the very last part of Legion before the expansion hits, so I am actually going to be recording that tomorrow morning, episode 230, End of an Era, and then we were going to go right into Battle for Azeroth when it hits next week. Said Undercity and got excited again. Yep, no worries. It's been a good run, and I'm hoping Battle for Azeroth will be just as good, because I know a lot of people enjoy that. Well, unfortunately, we'll have to come back here after we hit 56. Bum bum bum. Absolutely beautiful. 20 out of 10. Sylvanas ripped my wig off. Snatch that wig. Alright. Well, at least get back to Voss. and where we were. Or, you know what we're going to do? I know exactly what we're going to do. We are going to head back to the station, because I'm a genius, and we're just going to go ahead and buy all of those upgrades. I think I escaped and we're back in the ship. I think I skipped past the scene. Nope. We'll just buy all those upgrades, and when we actually go to level 56, we won't have to come back here. I should have thought that earlier, because I'm a genius. But that was not the case. To an RP with a Tauren, but I'm such a Sylvanas stan, it'd be hard to hate her. She is a complicated young lady. I just hope they don't turn her into Garrosh. That's all I ask. Because I liked Garrosh. And then they just turned him into the villain because they kind of wrote themselves into a corner. At least that's what I think.
Looking to upgrade your arsenal?
Okay. So now because we have a new weapon, we need the following. Oh, I got another thing to put the purple crystal into that we have in the bank. Neat. So barrel, we need 2 barrels. Are they going to let me buy it, though, is the question. Yes, they are. Okay, good. Good. So there's that, and now we just get the normal ones. Armoring, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 good bits of armoring, which... yeah. How many do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we had a versatile barrel. What's the resistive one? Okay, that's fine. Don't care. I know I'm gaying out, but I can't help it. No worries. And no one understands her but her woman. I don't know. Now... we've got that. Now we need enhancements, which we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 6, 7 enhancements. Wait a minute. No, 7 enhancements, yeah. Well, I'm not going to argue with that. Endurance and power. A savant enhancement? That sounds interesting. Efficient. There, that describes our chiss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got our mods, our armoring. I'm going to double check here just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then in terms of our enhancements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of each of those. And then finally, that just leaves us with regular mods, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 mods. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Good. Looks like the bounty hunter is active if you want to take part. I think you need to interact with the frozen carpenite. Oh, so that's what that's for. You're secretly buying carpet patterns for Threll's apartment. Just a minute. I want the carpet to be efficient and beautiful.
Good hunting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2. Cool. Looks good to me. We don't have crap for space now, but that's not important. What's important is that once we hit level 56, and I think we may just go ahead, I may log out here in the station to gain some rest XP. Head here into the cantina. Efficient and beautiful, aka Threll. That's all that he wants to be called. He just wants that one companion to recognize. Okay. Well, I think that should go ahead and do it for today, guys. We got a lot accomplished. We finished the prison planet of Belsavis. Got into a lot of detail regarding the crew, and Keeper is now out of commission. A lot happened in this stream. And now we're on Voss, trying to sway an alien race to join the Empire, and moving on to try and expose this Star Cabal and kill Hunter, which is always kind of a worthy goal. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we also went and tried out a little bit of decorating and realized that needs to be a full stream in itself. So I'll definitely be saving up for that. But, your efficiency is a thing of beauty. Threll instantly proposes, like down on that knee, like that. But I'd like to thank you guys for hanging out. Juan, Oni, Kath, you guys always make the streams better. And really appreciate this. If you haven't followed the channel yet, please go ahead and do so. I try and stream Monday through Friday, unless real life kicks in. And if you're watching the replay on YouTube, if you want to get in on the chat and while I play this live, I have a link down to my Twitch channel in the description below. And like, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill there. The stream crew hype. Yes. Oh, hey, Phil. You caught me right in the middle of the outro. Sorry, but the replay should be already up here. So, thank you guys very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Later days, everyone.